And just as we wrap this up, this is the last chart before we do a summary here. You'll be pleased to know we've overrun about half an hour, not too bad. We have 3 areas on the NASDAQ. Now, how many of you were in the VSA club and saw me draw these lines? This is before the market opened, okay? So I drew these lines before the market had actually started to trade. Do you, anybody here in the VSA club that saw that? Because what I want to show you now is what actually happened, okay? These were, I know Janet, you were there, you saw this. Why have I drawn these lines? Well, first of all, we have a widespread up here. Sheenan did, I thought you did. Widespread up, the price closes on the high of the bar, and I projected that out. Then in the afternoon, we get another widespread up on the highest volume of the day. It closes off in the middle, and I projected that one out. Finally, in the overnight session, the market goes up, okay, because there's buying in here, and it caps it right here, and I projected that out. Now, this was the open of the NASDAQ on the 15-minute chart the next day. Now, look how it trades in these ranges. Now, if you drill down to a smaller time frame and it's bouncing off these ranges, you can start to see where you're going to have serious resistance, which is at 812. What actually happened was, this bar here, which was about 9 a.m., it broke the resistance level and came back down on the 5-minute chart. You saw tests, no supplies, and the market rallied. These are what we call trigger numbers, and you must use them by looking for unusual volume in the past. It applies to stocks as well on the weekly or daily, and project out where those stocks have gone up to. Very, very important principle, and we'll look a bit more at that next week as well. There you can see, I'm going to send you this. It talks about exactly where I've put my lines, what they mean, and why point C acted as resistance, as you can see, literally right through the session, and it closed below it. And that's going to be an important level. 1822 on the NASDAQ is going to be very important. So in summary, before you go long, is the market in the early stages of an uptrend, or is it still in a downtrend? Is the market rising with no professional support? Is the high of each bar higher than the previous bar? Remember, you may allow 1 down bar for every 2 up bars for an uptrend. Are you into fresh low ground when the accumulation starts? Is there a trading range to the left? Is there lots of bad news about the particular instrument you're looking at? Is the market in an oversold area of the trend channel? Is there a buying climax in the background? Are you entering on an up bar? Remember, strength appears on down bars. That's very, very important. All right, let's summarize everything. And let's tell you about next week, and then if you've got any questions, by all means start typing them in now. Now, by the way, if you've got questions, we need you to email them to us. You don't have to type them in now if you're all tired. It's been a 5.5-hour session. I understand that. Write your questions down. I'm going to show you how you can take a screenshot of a chart and send it to us. If you don't know how to do that already, in fact, we'll send instructions in the email, Richard, for Snagit, rather than me show them here for time. It's easier, and you'll be able to send us charts with your specific questions. Please, everybody send us a chart. Please do that, because that really would help us, okay? It's very important. So remember, each of us are unique. We have different account sizes, loss tolerance levels, experience levels, different ways of viewing things. 2 people can look at the very same mountain from the same place, and they see entirely different perspectives. And we all have, unfortunately, different levels of self-discipline. The strategies we show you are a guide, but they must be adapted to your style of trading and your personality, and only you can do that for yourself. The VSA principles apply to all markets where there's volume available and in all time frames. We've been looking at stocks, but we could easily have looked at the same patterns in futures, commodities, spot forex, which we did. We showed some examples. KISS, the simple principle. Philip, do you agree with this? Keep it simple, stupid. Don't overcomplicate your charts.
Lovely principle, that.
Yeah, yes. Exactly. Nothing here is rocket science. VSA is a very logical system, and it's based on principles that have been around for decades, which is why it works. Take a holistic approach to your charts. What does that mean? Well, as you've seen today, you look at the importance of the whole, okay, rather than the independence of its charts. And Sheenan just said to me, keep it simple. So I wish I could do that at times. It's nice, isn't it? Remember, strength will appear on down bars. Weakness will appear on up bars. The background, we repeat again, Philip, how important is the background?
It's 100%.
Vital, correct.
Absolutely vital.
I think we've got that through today. Has the strength or weakness appeared at the top or bottom of a channel? Is this a major trend reversal or just a simple retracement? Ask yourself these questions. Is the news good or bad? Is demand overcoming supply, or indeed is supply overcoming demand? All patterns that we've shown you here that appeared in the past will be there at the right edge, we promise you, but they will come at you in different intensities. VSA is a discretionary methodology that still requires discipline and money management, and any good trader will tell you that. I've put here, this is interesting, some people use different technical tools, but Elliott Wave, we've got several customers who have been using Elliott Wave very effectively, and you talked a bit about wave analysis, so I've put that in there. But you know, Elliott Wave is not something I teach, but I know that several of our customers use it. You must use more than one time frame to see the bigger picture of what's going on. If you listen to news, I think we've demonstrated, be contrarian and look at your charts before taking a position. The chart never lies. Tom taught me this. And rely on your charting skills. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the session.